Hello, in this video I would like to show you some of the capabilities of Statistics Calculator++, which is available for iPhone, iPad, and even Mac. And for iPhone, you can get it from the App Store. This is the App Store page, and you can find it by searching for Statistics Calculator++. I will add a link to this application in the description of this video, which is usually at the bottom of the video. Okay, so after you download the app and if you open it, this is the main screen of this application. This application has a landscape mode too, but I'm not going to switch the orientation in this video, and that's because the video doesn't look good if I switch from portrait to landscape. So let me just go through some of the features in this orientation. Of course, you can do basic calculations. For example, let me just do a couple of simple ones. For example, 25 plus 36 minus 14 equal to, as you can see, whatever I type appears on the basically bottom left of the screen. And then let me do another one. For example, 12 times 36 plus 58, and that's another calculation. So the history of the calculations are preserved if I tap on this clock icon, which is on the top right. These are some of the past calculations that I did. I can pick any of these calculations and use the result for further calculations. For example, if I pick this, the result 189 from the second from the bottom, I can use it in another calculation and get a new result. One feature that is useful if you go to a restaurant or somewhere that you need to tip, let's say the check comes and it's $54. You can tap the tip button, and at this screen you can choose the percentage of the tip. You can adjust it, and then if it's a couple of you, you can change the number of people if you like to split the check. So the next is to show you some of the statistics capabilities of this calculator. So at a basic level for statistics, you need one list of numbers. So that list of numbers could be anything. For example, could be the temperatures over time, could be the price of a stock over time, or any other value that you're interested in its statistics measures. So what you can do is that, for example, on this screen, you see that I have three buttons on the top: add X, add Y, and add Z. So let's say I pick X to be my list, and I go ahead and enter a few numbers. For example, 12, add X, 23, add X, 45, add X, 56, add X, 15, add X, 18, add X, 20, add X, and let's say one more, 26, add X. So I added 8 numbers. So now to see my list, I tap on this grid icon, which is sort of on the top left, the second icon, and that takes me to this main statistics view of this calculator. So the first one, as you can see, it shows that the X values is saved into a list that is called L1. So if I tap on that first row, you can see that I have the basic statistics measures. So for example, the sum of the elements, and the mean or the average, the population standard deviation, sample standard deviation. And then if I tap on this row that says all statistics, again, it shows what I just read for you, but it also shows a few more statistics measures. For example, sample variance, sum of squares, and then the quartiles, as you can see, and then mean, max, and range. So if I go back again to the previous view, you can see that I have the top 10 elements here, but of course in this example I only entered a few numbers, not even 10. But then let's say if they were more than 10 elements, I could tap on this elements row, that this would take me to this view that in fact has all the elements. So this is where you can in fact edit the values. For example, if you were to add a couple more values here, so let's say I tap on this add element part, and let's say I add 18. So as you can see, it was added at the bottom. Let's say another one, 21. Again, it was added at the bottom. And let's say the number that I entered earlier wasn't supposed to be in the list. Let's say that number 56. So I swipe it to the left and then I delete it. So as I did this, if I go back, in fact, all these statistics that you see are already updated. If I go a little bit further down and tap on graphs, so I have a few options. I have the box and whisker plot. So if I go to it, I can see the basically the quartiles and the range and the mean and max, and basically I can also see the outliers by just switching the toggle on the top, by switch it back to off. And then if I use these buttons on the bottom left, I can go through the different values to see what are the quartiles and the mean and max. So let me go back, and then I'm gonna go to histogram now. So this shows the histogram with 10 bins. Again, I can use the buttons on the left, bottom left, to go through the different bins to see the values. And I can even change the number of bins. So let's say if I looked at the histogram, if I had 7 bins, I can do that. Okay, now let's go back to the other plot, for example, this regular plot. Again, I can actually just tap my finger on any value to see its value. I can go and change the graph type from area to line, or even I can go and change it to bar. So I think this is it for a statistics measure of one list. I'm going to create other videos for other type of statistics calculations that you can perform with this calculator. If you have any questions about anything I showed you in this video, please write me a comment and I'll try to get back to your question either in the comments, or if it's complicated, I can create a new video for it. Thanks for watching.